This ancient Korean dish isn't just food, it's alive. Once a survival staple, now a global superfood, kimchi's been on every Korean table for centuries and was once a must-know skill for potential brides. How do these veggies last ages, all while developing delicious flavours that go with rice, pizza, even pancakes? Today we'll explore how to make easy, authentic kimchi, meet the microscopic genius driving its fermentation, and uncover the science behind its health benefits. Every October, newscasters flock to capture locals in kimjang, the communal tradition of preparing kimchi for the long winter. This dish has been central to Korean culture for thousands of years. The need to preserve food through harsh winters drove the discovery of fermentation. Salting and seasoning vegetables helped them remain edible in large, earth-buried jars for months. Kimchi is a broad term for fermented vegetable dishes. There's over 200 varieties, with Beichu kimchi from Napa cabbage being the most popular. Its fermentation is driven by Leuconostoc mesenteroides, a lactic acid bacterium that converts sugars into lactic acid. Closely related to species you may see in our favourite yogurts and cheeses, Leuconostoc's slight genetic differences allow it to thrive on cabbage. Mapping its genome helps us better understand its unique metabolism features, paving the way for future discoveries.
Let's get into the kitchen and meet Leuconostoc.
First, we slice our cabbage. Then we coat the leaves with enough salt which applies osmotic pressure. The high sodium concentration outside draws moisture out of the cabbage, leaving the leaves crisp for longer. Let this sit before rinsing and draining off the salt. Kimchi's incredible diversity comes from the variety of add-ins you can put in here, so pick the ones you like the best. To make our chili paste, whisk rice flour with boiled water, adding in these ingredients with a generous scoop of spicy gochugaru, the secret to kimchi's colour and the main differentiator of kimchi to other fermented vegetables. Now we mix, coating all leaves evenly. Pot this into jars, allowing it to sit before refrigerating. The cold slows fermentation, letting Leuconostoc thrive and flavour to build. Kimchi keeps for months, though you'll likely finish it before it goes bad. Now, it may look like nothing's happening, but inside, Leuconostoc is running a fermentation factory. Let's see how. Leuconostoc begins in low numbers. Through a complex pathway involving many enzymes and intermediates, it converts sugars in the cabbage into carbon dioxide, ethanol, lactic acid, and acetate. Early in fermentation, when acidity is low, Leuconostoc expresses many genes related to cell growth, driving its initial dominance. Depending on the Leuconostoc strain, different sugars are metabolized. As it multiplies, it produces compounds that contribute to kimchi's distinct taste. Metabolites like diacetyl and acetone, the same compounds behind dairy's cheesy flavour, are made, but Leuconostoc has tricks to ensure our kimchi doesn't taste like cheese. It also makes mannitol, which adds a refreshing and slightly sweet taste. By day 18, Leuconostoc has acidified its environment, preserving the vegetables while depleting its carbon source. This prompts a shift, allowing other lactic acid bacteria better suited to the acidic conditions to take over. Kimchi fermentation unfolds as a dynamic succession of lactic acid bacteria, dominating at different stages. Even with the same recipe, each batch can taste different depending on the dominating microbes, whether it's a certain Leuconostoc strain or completely different microbe. So, how can you recreate the flavour of your favourite store-bought brand? The secret is back inoculating. Adding a little of your favourite batch to a new one. This reintroduces the same microbes and your favourite flavours again and again. Kimchi is absolutely packed with health benefits. Studies found anti-obesity effects after continuous consumption of Leuconostoc starter fermented kimchi. Leuconostoc also contains genes for making vitamin B2 and mannitol, which contributes anti-diabetic effects. Kimchi has even been found to ease egg allergies. It seems like the odds of attaining an Amazonian microbiota keep getting better. Kimchi. It's alive from when you first toss it to its ripe age of 4 to 6 weeks. The mastermind? Leuconostoc mesenteroides, quietly crafting flavours for centuries. And onto our next meal.